What is up, everybody? It is the Oracle at Mushin here with a weekly reading for my water signs. We're going to dive right into this. First off, we have this sigil here, which is rest. The sigil rest is because of this Oracle card that we have here. Before I really discuss this Oracle card, which is from Soul Cards 2, we're going to jump over here to this awesome little wire wrap bottle pendant. This is Peridot, and it kind of has this tranquil quality to it. Now, jumping into this Oracle card, these cards here don't actually have definitions. They're supposed to be talking points. And for me, what it really brings up is this sense of there's a lot of movement, and it's kind of like this downward spiral in this scream, mainly because of overexertion, I would feel like. And it's interesting because I'm a water sign myself, and this is kind of how I felt lately with trying to get everything ready for the holidays, shifting things up in business, adding on this recording of everything and all of that. And it's nice to remember to rest to kind of stop that flow, because if you view this as water and this is kind of being like a whirlpool, if there was rest, all of that downward sucking action would stop. So we need to keep that in mind in the upcoming week. And with it being the holidays, it's incredibly easy for us to overexert ourselves. And with us being water signs, sometimes people are a little much for us, our emotions are a little much for us. Life can be a little much for us. Now I'm going to shuffle and get into the cards for the week. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, do so now. Like this video, share it with people, and just so you know, you can get a personal reading, which will be a lot more on point for you, or you can donate to this, because these are things that I offer to the collective out of the kindness of my heart and to reach a broader audience more so than anything. So, first card, where can you benefit? It's interesting because we were talking about rest, and we have the Two of Bows here. So bows is relative to swords in traditional tarot. Swords in traditional tarot is about the mind or intellect. And in this card here, we have this person rising above all of this material stuff, connecting to their mind's eye and just meditating and looking within. And there's these flowers that are kind of taking over this material trash heap that this person is on. And I think that that's what we really need to look at, especially right now. It's that rest and meditative principle and instilling that in our lives and slowing down to stop that whirlpool action. So take a moment. Let's just take a moment right now, actually. One deep breath in. Hold it for a second or two. One deep breath out. And we feel a lot better. When you exhale, you're actually releasing toxins. So keep that in mind moving forward. Give yourself rest. Give yourself time to meditate. Even one breath is meditation. The next card that comes up. What do you need to think about? 21 comes up. So 21 is the world in traditional tarot. And in this, as you can see in the card, it is the world again. It is a serpent eating its tail. This is the end of a cycle. And it's very fitting for this next week, as it is the end of a new year, as the end of one year transitioning into the other. And one thing that we can really do this time of year is consciously think about what we want to leave behind in 2018, make peace with 2018 as a whole, so when we move forward, we're not carrying any of what was into the future with us, except the things that bring us joy and good. I mean, even shedding the good can be a good thing, because what we let go of, what we give out, is what we get back. So keep that in mind. The other element of this card really is the serpent. So first off, serpents are a symbol of wisdom. It is a reddish purple serpent. So to me, that is kind of the serpent of material knowledge, the material end of a cycle. But it's also this, if you look at the purple tinge to it, that is the spiritual element of things, which is this deep infusing of spirituality and kind of the end of one level of our spirituality and the deepening of it in the next. So think about this end of the cycle and what is coming up, because the world is going to be changing for you in a good way, and be prepared for that shift. What do you need to do? So we have the Five of Bones coming up here. Five of Bones in this deck is largely about looking at our masks and becoming aware of our own self-deception. So right now is a time to really take this personal inventory yet again and see how we're wasting our energy by trying to be people that we're not, and giving these old habits and attitudes and behaviors a rest. Letting go of who we don't need to be, or who we don't want to be, or who, when we are this person, it hurts us. Make way for the good things coming in by peeling off the masks. And this kind of all ties into this downward spiral too, because the more we try to carry on or put on this mask and act like we're not upset, not irritated, not exhausted, this, that, or the other, the more we're lying to ourselves, and the more we lose touch with our truth, but also the more we suck down our energy. And that's imperative to remember. Give the mask a rest. Give yourself rest as you make this transition, and bring some meditation in. The challenge. So the challenge here, we have the Queen of Drums, which is the Queen of Pentacles in traditional tarot. So the challenge here is to really give yourself that nurturing maternal connection, and to give yourself that peace and that calm. That card is a card of rest. If you look at the artwork, it's a woman with a baby bear and a mother bear. So the mother bear can be very fierce while going to protect her young, but she's also very nurturing and gentle and kind. And this is really about instilling that powerful kindness to yourself. Although I'm not a fan of Abraham Hicks, I am familiar with the term that she uses, radical acceptance. So part of rest is giving yourself radical acceptance that if you can't give yourself this peace and calm and tranquility, you're going to burn yourself out. And it's important to know it's much better to give yourself rest on a regular basis than to consistently burn yourself out, so you have to take large amounts of strict rest, if that makes sense. That's one of the things that I've really been learning in my own personal life. So in the coming week, work on healing that energetic whirlpool that you've created, which is draining you. Let this scream out, meditate, be prepared for the end of the cycle, shed the masks, and nurture, as difficult as that may be. I know that myself as a water sign, sometimes I tend to pour from an empty cup, but the thing is, you can't pour from an empty cup. Don't pour till your cup is empty. Make sure that you have people in your life that are able to reciprocate what you are putting out. And with that, I really feel that I've expressed everything that I needed to cover in this. I hope you all have a happy set of holidays and a safe new year. Don't drink and drive. Call for a ride. Be prepared for good things to come up. And I did a podcast episode that I released today to give people time to think about it for the new year. Think about what 2 words you want to instill and embody in your life in the next year. 2 words max. And then focus on that. Love and light, people. Happy holidays. Peace.